Hi everyone, this is Tech Tips with Julia, and today I'll be giving a brief tutorial on how to use the built-in Windows 10 video editor to create videos. First, to access this built-in program, you need to have Windows 10. Unfortunately, any older version of Windows will not have this included. I plan to make other tutorials on video editors that will work with older Windows computers as well as Apple computers, and tutorials for making videos on your phone, so look out for those if you aren't able to use this particular tutorial. Alright, onto the tutorial itself. First, let's open up the video editor. It's actually a little hidden away. To get to it, go to the Start menu and search for Photos. The Photos app should pop up. We've clicked on it, and now we're in the Photos app. So the Photos app basically finds all the pictures in your computer and puts them together in one place. But if you look at the top here, you'll see there's also a video editor included with this app. If you click on it, you can see I've made some projects using the video editor before, but for most of you, there won't be anything here. So let's click on New Project. I'm going to call this one Tutorial. Okay. So here's the workspace for the Windows 10 video editor. On the top left, we have our project library. This is where we'll drag and drop our photos and videos and anything else we're going to be using as media. On the top right, we have our playback preview. On the bottom here, we have the storyboard, which could also be called the timeline. So we'll put the media from here into the storyboard here, and then we should get a preview of what it looks like right here. Make sense? Let's try just putting something basic together. For whatever video you need to make, I recommend putting all the materials you plan to use into one folder. I've got a folder right here with all the materials I'm going to be using today, which is just one clip. So we're going to drag and drop this right there. I could also click Add and then go through my computer and find a particular thing I need if I didn't have it easily able to drag and drop as well. Now that we have our files, I'm going to run through all the video editing options in this editor. We'll start with title cards, then look at how to trim and split clips, and add text overlays, motion, effects, and color filters. After that, we'll also look at how to speed up clips and add background music or narration. Finally, we'll look at how to finish and save your completed video. So let's start with making a title card. You can click on the title card button right here, and a little title card will pop up in your storyboard. Now, if we look at it right now, we'll see that, yep, it just says title and nothing else. So if you want to edit it, you just right-click, click Edit, and then we'll start with the text. So these are all the options you have for what the text looks like. Lots of different fonts and styles to choose from. By clicking play in the corner, you can also see the different kinds of animation styles. So on Simple, we have a fade in. On Joy, we have lots of boxes moving around. I think I'm going to go with Adventure. You can also adjust what part of the screen the title card is in. So if you look at the bottom here in Layout, I could put it at the top, on the left, on the right, the bottom, in the center, but a different look than the first center one. So I think I'm going to do this one. And I'll enter in the title of the video here. How to draw Batman. Up here, you can switch over to the background color. There's lots of different options, and I'm going to choose black. Alright, let's play it back real quick to see. Awesome! I think that looks great. So, when we hit done, back on the storyboard, we'll see that the color changed and that the preview changed. If you want to change the duration of how long the title card is, you can right-click again, and then hit Duration. And let's say we want it to be 5 seconds. We hit 5 seconds and change. And now it's a little bit longer. But as you can see in the playback preview, our original was only 3 seconds, and so the title disappears after 3 seconds. To correct this, you should go in again. And if you look at the bottom here, with most effects, there's little markers to show you how long the effects start and end. And so as you can see, the effect only lasts till the 3-second mark and not all the way to the 5-second mark. So to correct this, we're going to drag the marker all the way out to 5 seconds. And that way, we can see that it goes through the whole thing. We'll hit done. Now let's split and trim some clips. Really quickly, when I add this to the storyboard, I'm going to mute it because I don't actually say anything, and so I'll just get rid of this sort of white background noise by muting it. You just right-click a clip, go to volume. You can either adjust the volume on a scale like this, or if you want the whole thing muted, just hit the volume button, and now it's muted. And there'll be a little icon to let you know. So now for the actual trimming and splitting part. Let's say I want the video to begin just as soon as I start drawing and nothing else. If we go to Trim, Let's speed through. You can see at the very beginning here I adjust my pens a little bit. Let's say play through. Alright. I want to start basically as soon as I start drawing. So I'm going to go to this point, and then this is the end marker, kind of like that other effect, and we'll drag it to the end point. And so now the clip starts here, with me picking what pen I use and start drawing. We'll do the same thing at the end because I believe so this is just your playback marker and it can show you the different parts of the video. So if we go to the end, you can see after I'm finished, I move everything off the side. So let's just get to a point where it just says Batman, and we'll drag the end marker there. Perfect. Done. Okay, so that's trimming. Next, let's look at splitting a video. When you split a video, it'll be broken into 2 boxes on the timeline. So instead of the one we have right now, there's going to be 2 after we split this clip. This means if you add a title card or a photo or another clip, you can put it in between 2 parts of the same clip. So we'll go to split, and I'll just sort of split it in the middle here, maybe about here. Cool. So as you can see now, here are the 2 boxes. And I'll put a tip in between these 2 using a title card. So let's add a title card. Let's edit it. And we'll just do simple, and our tip will be, remember to take your time as you color. So if we go back, there's me drawing. There's the tip. And then we're back to me drawing. Perfect. This is a good time to mention that these numbers at the bottom indicate how long each clip is. So our first title card was 5 seconds when we upped the duration. This first clip is 2 minutes and 37 seconds. This title card is only 3 seconds. And this clip is 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Just if you were wondering what those meant. At the preview video in the top, this number tells us how long the whole video is. So right now, it's about 6 minutes. Now, back to the editing options. The text option allows you to put a text overlay on a part of a clip. Let's say our handy clip is that Batman first appeared in 1939. And we'll put it on the top corner. Alright, so as you can see, kind of like the title card and other effects, this little range and in and out markers lets us know when this will appear in the video. So it won't appear, it won't appear, it won't appear, then it'll appear, then it'll be gone again. So let's put it maybe somewhere in the middle. And we don't need it to be too long. So you can see around 156 it'll come in, and then around 206 it'll be gone. So about, 10 seconds of that interesting factoid in the corner. I'll hit done. The motion option allows you to have some simple zooming and panning options within your clip. It will only apply to the particular clip or image on the storyboard that you're on. So if you want motion on different parts, you have to apply motion to each one. As you can see, these effects work over time. So zoom into the center. See on the border here, we're getting closer and closer. Zoom out to the center. See that we're zooming out and out and out. Let's go with zoom out from the center. So next up is 3D effects, and 3D effects are very cool visual effects you can place on parts of your video. I'm going to put a 3D confetti effect as I finish the drawing to celebrate that I got it done. Because it's 3D, you can actually adjust and turn around the effect to have it look slightly different depending on where it is and how it's angled. At the bottom, you can adjust where it appears in the video, but you can't actually adjust how long it takes. Most 3D effects take a couple seconds. If you look on the right, you can also see there'll be a slight sound effect whenever it occurs. So let's do it as I'm drawing Batman at the very end. Looks good. We'll hit done. Alright, Next up is filters. Filters are very simple. They adjust the colors of your clip. Choosing a good filter can really make your video pop. So here's original, classic, pearl, iceberg. You can see there's slightly different color tones depending on what I click. I think I'm going to go with classic because it gives it a slightly more poppy look. And remember, things like 3D effects and filters and motion and text will only appear on the one clip, so I'm going to go back to this clip as well, go to filters, and switch it to classic too. Alright, we're almost at the end here. To adjust the speed of a clip, make sure the clip is selected, and then hit speed. You can make it 64 times faster, that's really, really fast, or 2/100ths the original speed, and that's really, really slow. There's lots of room in between to make it slightly faster or slightly slower. Once you click the speed you want, let's do 1.5, and then you click elsewhere, you'll see that at the bottom the duration changed, reflecting the new speed. Now, how do we add background music or narration? For background music, the video editor has a lot of built-in options. The music will automatically be the perfect length for your video, which is super helpful. You can also adjust the volume as well, making it quieter, for example, if for some part of the clip you don't want the background music to drown out someone talking or some other sort of sound. I'll choose for this video, I think, Taking Flight. And I'm going to make the volume a little less loud because it was sort of loud. Then we'll hit done. If you want to add your own song or something specific you have on your computer, or if you want to add voiceover for narration or something else like a sound effect, you're going to want to use custom audio. Here, you can add music, narration, sound effects, any audio you want, as long as you have that file on your computer. So as you can see at the bottom here, the areas where the various songs appear are in little highlights. This one is shorter, this one is longer. When you click on each one listed, you can adjust where it plays in the video. So if I wanted this one to actually be here, I can move it there, or here, or here. And if I want it to be slightly shorter than the full thing, I can make it slightly shorter. Or if I want to trim the front part of the audio and not the back, I can have it start late and late. Any other tracks you have will be shown in a faint green rather than the dark color of the one selected. You can also move them so they overlap each other, but just remember if you're trying to get to the other one, you'll have to click on the file in the side panel here, otherwise you won't be able to grab it because it's subsumed by the larger one. For this particular video, I don't actually want some custom music, so I'm just going to exit out of both of these by hitting the remove narration file and then hitting done. The only things left to mention before I show you how to export are this button. If your video doesn't quite fit the 16:9 screen size, which is the standard video screen size for phones and computers, the program will automatically center your clip and put black bars if it doesn't fit. If you don't want those black bars, this button will remove the black bars by zooming in a little bit. If it doesn't bother you, then you can just leave it be. As you can see, this video was taken on the standard 16:9, so I don't actually have black bars, so I don't need to worry about it. This button rotates your video. If you want to turn your video a different direction, this button will do it for you. This button deletes anything you have selected. Select a couple of clips, and you can delete them all at once. If you ever make a mistake and need to go back, you can use the undo and redo buttons at the top. You can also use the keyboard shortcuts of Ctrl-Z to undo and Ctrl-Y to redo. So let's undo all the clips I just deleted. When your video is complete, hit Finish Video in the corner. Choose the video quality. I recommend high if that's possible. Then hit Export. Then you'll just need to title the video and figure out where you want to save it on your computer. The default will be the videos library on your computer, and for me that's fine. So I'm going to hit Export. This may take some time to export, particularly if your video is long or if it has a lot of editing in it. Once your video is done, it should pop up for you to take a look at. I won't make you guys watch the whole thing, but as you can see, it looks pretty good. There's our middle title card right here. There's that slightly zooming out on the second part. There's our fun little fact. And that's the end. As you heard for a second there, you could hear the automatic music that I added playing. So I think this looks pretty good, and hopefully this tutorial was really helpful for you. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions about this tutorial or ideas for future tutorials, please let me know. And if you create any videos using the Windows 10 video editor, please share them with me. I'd love to see what you make. Have a good one, everybody.